Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Toyin Umesiri. Feel free to call me Coach Toyin. I have a quick one for you today. It's about transformation, right? We all talk about the next level, desiring to go to the next level, right? Next level of opportunities, next level of growth, next level of expansion. We all desire all of those things, right? So, as a success coach, I'm going to break a few things down for you today. It's the idea of the process you need to go through, that we all go through, to become that person that can actually achieve all the success we desire. Okay. The reason is because we've all been conditioned, okay, towards limited success. Hear me well. You have been conditioned by default. If you're operating your life by default, you need to realize and understand that you've been conditioned to pursue and attain success that is limited, right? If you look at the academic scenario, right, it doesn't tell you to become Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, right? Bill Gates, those who are really on the global stage pursuing global transformation. You need to start asking, what did they do? How did they educate themselves? In fact, you may even realize that some of them dropped out of the traditional education system. That should be a clue. Some of the people you admire today, they broke out. They broke out of the system. I'm not saying you should break out. I'm just saying there's a level of intelligence and awareness people need to adopt today to really assess. You need to assess, why do you think the way you think? Why do you show up the way you show up? What do you believe about life? What are your conditioning? And in my program, The Game Plan, I actually break it down into three buckets: nature, nurture, culture. I won't go into it today because it's available in the academy, but let me just give you the highlights. Nature is who you've agreed to become, how you're showing up today, right? The personality you've taken on is a series of agreements, and anytime you can disrupt yourself. Anytime who you are is not helping you get what you want, you have the power to disrupt yourself. You may not know, I'm just sharing it with you today. You've been conditioned to be an order taker, not an order giver. To win in entrepreneurship, to be an employer, there's another level of school you have to go into, right? To sell, to market, to own a business and run a business. It's another level. So I'm going to dive into transformation today. So welcome everyone. Let me know where you're joining from, what country. We usually have a global audience. So welcome. If you're Team Replay and this is your first time, thank you so much for being here. Still drop a comment. Let me know where you're joining from. So yeah, Stewardship Master. Yes, you're recounting what I say. I said, conditioned to believe in limiting ability. Absolutely. It's that you are achieving success at a certain level that you've been conditioned to achieve. You may not realize, or you may not have developed the skill to go out and get more. You may be desiring more for yourself, but understanding that, what do you have to do? Who do you need to become? Right? And as an example, let me say you wanted to be a medical doctor. Desiring to be a medical doctor without enrolling in the process, right? That's what people are doing right now. You desire to achieve a certain level of success, but you're not enrolling. You're not enrolling in the process. It's the caterpillar that desires to be a butterfly. If you don't go through metamorphosis, you will still be crawling, you will not be flying, even though within you, there's something in you that says you believe you can fly, right? All of that DNA, there's something in you that says you can fly. It's also what I call the lion in the zoo versus the lion in the wild. The DNA, let's say two lions were born at the same time by the same parents, right? Cub. One was raised in the zoo, one was raised in the wild. If you put those two lions together, even though they came from the same mama lion, lioness, that's what I'm talking about. Is that the exposure, the conditioning, the training, the mindset that they both adopt, The skills, the skill set they both will have will be different. They will show up differently. And that's what I'm saying is happening today. If you look around the world, is that certain people, certain regions continue to be conditioned. And if you don't break out, if you don't break out of that condition, if you're not aware, if you don't perceive the conditioning, and if you don't break out for yourself, you remain in the matrix. I'm just calling it out. So my clients, my members, these are the things we talk about in the academy, is that you need to adopt a new set of belief system, right? But here's the key. When people don't know all of these things I'm saying, many people just settle, because you know why? Climbing the mountain of success is work. If you've been conditioned to believe that it's easy, that's where it starts from. That's where failure on this journey starts from. Anybody that tells you, click here, click there, all you have to do is enroll here, and you just have to do dance on reels and do this and do that. Listen, they're lying to you. Big time, big fat lie. Big fat lie. I'm laughing because here's one of the things I have on my notes. You don't know what transformation you need to go through, and you don't know how long it's going to take you to complete, to rewrite your destiny, to unravel all the ropes, all the things that limits you, all the mindset that is stopping you from being the highest expression of yourself, all the things that is stopping your voice, right? A lot of times people are looking for permission. Permission from who? Permission to do what? Whose permission? Listen, the only permission you need to go out there and become the highest expression of yourself, you already have it. The fact that you're here in the world is the only permission that matters. The only permission that matters is that you're here. If you're still looking for somebody else, listen, that person in E or right, male or female, they are pursuing their own, right, their own journey. Okay, let me bring it back because I just got so excited there. Hello, Joanne. Thank you so much for joining. You're joining from Texas. I really appreciate that. What do you think so far? Is this helping? Because here's the thing, people don't have any sense of urgency towards what I'm sharing today. It's also a conditioning. The reason you don't have a sense of urgency for your own life is because you've been told, wait your turn. You've been told, stay there. You've been told there is rescue from it. Somebody's coming to. You've been made to believe that you're not responsible for running your race. And because of that, people don't have any sense of urgency. They think they have time. Here's what you need to know. Not everybody ever arrives at that destination. Why? You need to go and research. Go and research. Not everybody ever arrives. Why don't they arrive? I don't know. How are you going to ensure you arrive? That's the only responsibility you have. Like, listen, I'm responsible for me. You are responsible for you. I'm just here helping you, stimulate you to wake up from that slumber. That your capacity, you can expand your capacity, you can acquire new skills, you can pursue more success for yourself. That's all this is about, at least today. But realize transformation is going to serve as a catalyst to speed up your growth. Is that the version of person you are today has to be transformed, right? The caterpillar, right, needs to go through a certain process, right? Acquire the new wings so that they can fly. What's that process? It's distinct and unique to each person. What we do, right? What I do at the Entrepreneur and Success Academy is give you recipes, but you will cook your own food, right? You will cook your own food and you move yourself. You go on that journey to success for yourself. But what I do is to serve as a catalyst to help you speed up that process. Here's the deal. I've had more than 5 years to go my own, to run through my own transformation. The highs, the lows, the struggles, right? The lion in the zoo versus the lion in the wild. I have my scars. And you never know how long it actually takes. That's the thing. Do you have the next 5 years? Because it does take that long. What we want to do is reduce and help you accelerate, right? How do you build a business, a successful business? You never know if it's going to take you the next 10 years of your life, right? You can take 10 years learning all those things I teach in my academy, or if you want to collapse and speed it up, then you learn. You have to learn. Those who discount knowledge don't go on this transformation as well. Because here's the key: what you know today is like what they say, what got you here may not get you there. Is that what you know today is limited. Listen, it's limited. You know why? Okay, even if you don't believe me, ask yourself, if you already know everything you need to know, you should be doing what Elon Musk, everybody's doing right now. The reason is there's a gap, there's always a knowledge gap, right? Is that particularly if you go to the Western education system, you are conditioned and prepared to acquire specific skills that will allow you to do specific things in the marketplace, right? So when it is time for you to break out and you want to do more, for you to be able to do more, you need to know more. For you to be able to do more for yourself, achieve more, you need to acquire new skills, new mindsets as well. Okay? Stewart says, my favorite success teacher, the amazing Coach Toye. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And Joanne says, yes, it makes sense. We need to come out of the matrix and learn a new way of thinking for ourselves to do better. Time is required. Yes, thank you for that. Because so I want more interaction, right? Is this idea that when do you want to start that journey? How fast are you going to run? What are you going to invest to complete the transformation? Because here's the key: if you break out of the matrix, you now need to learn the new dangers of what I call the jungle, the lion in the wild. The matrix is safe. It was designed for your safety. You don't even have to do much. Just come, clock in, do what you're being told to do, and you will get paid. Very, very, very safe. That's why I tell you, I break it all down. That way you can activate awareness. You can see the world clearly. In fact, the game plan that is supported, that supports my members in the academy, right? That game plan is the foundation of mindset coaching. Okay, is that you will adopt clarity. The power of clarity, you would activate it. You know why? Some people will tell you, leave your job, jump, take risk, fail fast. I'm not from that school of thought. I will call you like a sister, like a right. I will say like a right. Come, 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 come. You see, before you break out, that's why I'm different. I'm a different kind of coach. If you want to hear the truth, if you can confront the truth, if you can look yourself in the mirror, if you're ready to transform, then I will help you in a less painful way. Listen, we will be surgical, we will be deliberate, we will be strategic. Everybody telling you out there, this, they don't love you. They don't love you. I'm telling you right now, they don't love you. Don't listen. You jump out on your own. You jump off the cliff without a parachute. You are coming down, smack, right? Your face in, right? Smack. Go read the statistics. Go out there. What I would say is let's plan your plan. Let's plan out your exit, acquire the skills, develop the mindset, start preparing yourself now. And if you've already broken out, you are already struggling. I see you. I'm saying the reason you're struggling is all of these things: lack of strategy, the mindset, the skill set. Quickly learn those things fast. Because if you don't learn it, you fail until you learn. The exams keep repeating itself, patterns keep repeating itself. But once you learn, that's it. You can shut off that pattern and create a new pattern for yourself. So again, think of transformation as, what am I going to need to change about myself? The image of yourself that you see in your mind, your true identity, I know you can see it. I know you're a badass. Okay. The world may not know, but you know your potential. The transformation is how you're going to unleash that potential, right? And power up, right? Activate your potential, right? Kinetic energy into put yourself in motion. You're going to do a whole lot of work. You're going to learn new things. The speed at which you can do all of those things is what accelerates your growth. And as long as you are crawling, like you're taking your time, you delay the entire journey for yourself. Listen, if you're going to go from, I always say this, California, Chicago to California, if you decide you're going to walk all the way to California, you will get there. You may get there eventually. How many years will it take you? I don't know. How many months? I don't know. Sense of urgency is what speed, what investment are you going to make? Are you going to fly yourself first class so that you arrive sooner? Everybody is trying to get to the same California. Not everybody will employ or deploy the same process. Those who are wise, that's where we talk about coach me, please. Academy, enroll me, please. Right? Because what you're pursuing out there on your own, you delay your own journey. No, right? I'm just calling this out. It's a decision. It's a decision. If you decide that you want to go all by yourself with the limited knowledge you have, it's a decision. So, for example, I went first class. Let me give you an example. So, for the past 5 years, as example, I host annual summits. I use my own funds, resources. I run around. We get some sponsors. I put together these big, elaborate events, ambassadors. I host, right? I invest myself in hosting global leaders and thinkers. But this is what people don't know as the byproduct. That event attracts movers and shakers, decision makers, the most brilliant minds, right? Subject matter experts around the world. And right there, I take notes. This is the byproduct. I didn't even know this was what it's going to result in. But by doing all of that work, I now know what individually they don't know. So collectively, the collective knowledge of every time I host somebody, this is the power. This is the Oprah effect. Is just by hosting and listening to global leaders, global thinkers all around the world, you will educate yourself, you will expand in knowledge, you will empower yourself, you will grow your influence, on and on and on and on and on. Is the fastest route. It's the most painful route, the most expensive route. You will sweat. I don't even ask people to do this because it's backbreaking. Not everybody can pull it off. But I'm saying my own process that supports the impact I have in the world. Last week, right, I had the honor of running an entire project for United Nations for entrepreneurs, multiple countries. I can pull that thing off. Why? The capacity that I deploy because of my investments in myself is massive. Right? So I designed Continental Strategy. I'm just saying, you have to decide the level of investment you're going to make in yourself to become the person you know you need to become. And I'm also challenging you to speed it up. Right? You think you have 5 years, 2 years, 3 years. Just look around you. The handwriting is on the wall with the global economy being shaken. Just read the lines. I had time because of my own internal motivation. I motivate myself. And I also have the skills as a futurist. I read the future and then we design for the future. The future is here. The future I was designing for is here, and people are still sleeping. You're still sleeping. Read the newspaper, read the headline. Look at where the world is right now. You think you're safe. Listen, you will rescue yourself. You're your own hero. All of the things people depend on, if COVID hasn't shaken it, more shaking is coming. Empower yourself, educate yourself, connect yourself. You owe it to yourself, right? Do it today, do it now. You don't have time. That future, if you followed me for years, I'll be telling you this, right? It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I'm telling you now, it is here. For those who follow me for international trade, you know I've been screaming for years. This. Guess what? I opened my email today. I won't tell you the full details. I opened my email today and a blast of email was sent all around America on the topic I've been screaming for 7 years. I said, okay, people are awake finally. Right? As a future, the systems I helped with support when I was in corporate 7 years ago is now relevant today. This is the power of being futuristic. Like, not everybody can see or read the future. I do. You know, I have friends at Institutes for the Future. We know where the world is going. Technology, digital disruption, on and on and on. Listen, if you are still banking on what you learned in high school, college, whatever, if you think that stuff will help you thrive in where the world is going, think again. Even those instructors, right? They are looking at the world and they too are being disrupted. Everything has been disrupted. So you need to go from old school to new school. What's the new school? I am telling you, in the new school, you will strengthen yourself. You are your own hero. When you went to school, right, the hero was you'll be hired, get the skill, you get a job, right? When the education system was designed, right, in different parts of the world, the promise of the future was you will get a job. Somebody out there needs this skill, and if you get the skill, you're guaranteed a job. That was the promise of the past. I'm saying the promise of now and the future is you will learn what you need to go out there and make money and sustain yourself. We're back to that now. So if you think you have time, I don't think so. I don't think so. I've been saying this for years and years, and I'm telling you now, that future I've been predicting is now. It's today. It's yesterday. So for those who are still saying they think, oh no, right? Start your transformation. Start learning, start growing today. Those who are my members, we're doing this already. We're moving with speed. You see us move differently. You see us do things differently. You see us show up different. You see us speak differently. We're growing, we're expanding, we're impacting. Our influence continues to expand. Listen, my students, my members, my clients, they are in motion because I challenge them. They are in motion. They are building their brands. They are selling around the world. They are building their YouTube channel. They are in motion. Why? There's no time to waste. If you think you still have time to waste, I say no. Right? So don't discount knowledge. Understand that transformation, for you to complete your transformation, old mindsets must be replaced by new mindset. New skill sets must be developed. Skills in terms of your capacity, the things you can do. The butterfly needs new wings, needs new skills and even parts, right? There's sides of you that is lying dormant that you can now activate. And one of the things I say about success, levels of success, is that I'm wrapping up now because I need to go teach. So I'm teaching business model. This is week 7 of a 10-week challenge I'm running in the academy, right? So we're finishing the year very strong in my academy, and that's why we're running the 10-week challenge. Today, I'm running week 7, and it's about building your business model, right? So anyway, so I'm running there after this, so I'm wrapping up now. So when it comes to levels of success, okay, think about this. I'll use this analogy. When you have a baby, a new baby, We are responsible for feeding that baby. When the baby is 6 months, the baby can now hold their own bottle, right? The baby is a year. The baby can hold a small plates. We can scoop food, right? When the baby is 5, they're able to do much more, use their own spoon, right? When that child becomes 9, 10, we no longer feed them as we used to. Now they can go scoop their own food, take a little bit more responsibility on themselves. As a teenager, they should be able to make some level of spaghetti or mix something up, right, and share. 19, we tell them go get a job, contribute a little bit, buy milk, right, groceries. In their 20s, you say, okay, it's time to move out, take on more responsibility. What it means is more responsibility is being put on the individual as they grow, as they mature, as right. Okay, you go beyond that, you become grandma, you're now responsible for the village. Success is like that. Success is like that. So as long as somebody is telling me, feed me, feed me, the government, I can immediately assess you are right toddler level for success. Assess yourself with that analogy. Are you waiting for someone to do something for you? As long as you're waiting, you've not matured in this journey, because it's a condition. You've been conditioned to wait. You've been conditioned to be order takers. You've been conditioned. This is about breaking out of that conditioning and taking more responsibility. In fact, full responsibility for yourself and other people's growth. Right? That's what transform. You need to transform yourself from that person that is still waiting for a boss to tell you what to do every day. Right? When you wake up in the morning, you're like, what do I do today? If you cannot tell yourself what you need to do in a day, this is for you. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how your day needs to help you lay the foundation for your future. It's a conditioning, because that future, right, was designed by promotion. Somebody already was dangling a future in front of you. Oh, we're going to promote you to be vice president. We're going to promote you to be director. And you set your entire life living for the next promotion. Listen, I was there. I know this so well. I know this so well. Your entire year is about that 2% raise, that promotion. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying it's a conditioning. It's a mindset where you frame your entire life around external indicators of success. I'm saying go inside. There's an internal indicator of success. And the question is, are you living at the highest, fullest expression of yourself? That's what really matters. Are you out there demonstrating the full capacity of who you are? Are you contributing to the world at your highest possible levels? That's the journey. That's the ultimate success. And that's the journey I challenge you to activate for yourself. So, on that note, thank you so much for everyone that's watched Team Replay as well. I need to run. Join us at the Academy. It's toyinumesiri.academy. It's the Entrepreneurship and Success Academy. I'm going now to teach business model engineering. So even what I do is, after teaching and stimulating you to think deeper, I now have to support you with technical skills of how to do it. Workbooks, resources, courses, programs, mindset coaching to complete that transformation. So I invite you to join us as a member, toyinumesiri.academy. On that note, see you again. And if you have any questions, please do let me know. I'm always excited to just engage with those out there. God bless you.